Right, it's that time again. A new set of offers has right, that's not what I intended on doing. Let's do something with that in post. Let's start again. Oh dear, right, a bit better. So, it's a new offer week, so we've had a new set of deals and offers land, and this is the first one I'm going to cover now. It's not actually on offer this week, but it is the premium test ride, and I figured I haven't done a HSW car for a while, so what better HSW car to do than possibly the worst one in the game. You can already see what sort of a lap this is going to be. This is about the fourth attempt at doing the lap in this car. So this is the Arbiter GT. Arbiter GT? Arbiter. And this is based on the Pontiac GTO, which obviously is a muscle car from the 70s, 60s maybe, 60s, 70s. Which, without the HSW upgrade, it's like all the other muscle cars, decent amount of power. Oh dear me. No grip at the rear end, and that's about it. But obviously, being a muscle car, you can do wheelies in it, which that's kind of pretty cool. I'll give it that. Oh dear me. But the problem with this car is, as soon as you put the HSW upgrade on this car, it's basically undrivable. And there's a prime example. That is with the HSW brakes. I'm not sure, what did I pay How for? Because he didn't do anything. It's almost like he's just slapped a huge amount of power on it and done nothing else. The brakes are made out of cheese. The brakes are made out of cheese. The handling is still terrible. Zero downforce. I mean, it looks good, but the problem is it doesn't look good for very long, because you crash it as soon as you start it up. Anyway, let's let it run loose on the freeway and see how it does there. And that's how it does there. The problem I'm finding with this car, it's around town the handling is terrible because there's too much power and no grip from the rear tyres. On the freeway, the handling is terrible because there's no downforce at the back. Also, the handling is even more terrible. I don't know how to describe this. It's like you're steering it with a rudder, not with this. I'll get there on this. Right, there you go. It's like you're steering this thing with a rudder. It just floats wherever the hell it wants to. You push the thumbstick and there's a seemingly random delay. It kind of decides how long it's going to make you wait before it actually starts turning, and then it will turn sort of vaguely in the direction that you asked it to go, but not necessarily by how much you asked it to turn by. It's appalling. And it's not a cheap car. This car is about $1.5 million to buy. Then you've got the HSW upgrade on top. So by the time you're done, you're not going to have much change from $2.5–3 million for putting one of these together. In any other car, I would restart for an accident that big, but this thing is just so awful. Oh dear me. Get out of my way, everyone. Get out of my way. This thing is just so awful. I don't want to try and put another lap together, so whatever it does, it does. I'm just going to keep going. I don't know what that was. So there might be a chance for it to redeem itself a little bit here with the top speed test, but realistically the chances of me being able to do a clean section and keep it at full throttle are pretty low. You can already see by how this drives, getting through traffic is next to impossible. But it is a HSW car, and you can feel that it does have a good top speed. This feels quick. That might actually salvage a reasonable lap time for it, but whatever lap time it is, it doesn't deserve it, so we'll just pop that up here. Do you know, I think this is the first time I've been doing one of these laps in a public session, and I actually want someone on a Mark II to come and shoot me. I want them to put me out of my misery. This is an awful, awful car. Right, so as we get ready to finish, it is time for it's time for another crash, apparently, because apparently I haven't crashed enough on this lap. But it is nice that I've smashed the bonnet off so you can see the engine in this thing. It's time for the review. There aren't going to be any surprises here. Should you buy this car while it's and it's always available, but should you buy this car? No. Do not buy this car. Oh my God. Do not buy this car. It is awful. There are only two reasons to buy this car. One is if you want something that looks like a Pontiac GTO in your garage, and that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. The other, also perfectly reasonable, is if you want to put the Starsky and Hutch livery on something, which is what I've done here. For any other reason, you should not buy this car. And if you do buy it for one of those two reasons, do not do the HSW upgrade. Without the HSW upgrade, it's a fairly typical muscle car, you know, slightly overpowered, a bit tricky on the handling. With the HSW, it's undrivable, and it's not overpowered in a fun way. It's just incredibly frustrating to drive. It's basically a very expensive way of getting annoyed. Oh dear me. So as we come round here, let's have a look and see what lap time we've actually managed to do. There we go, and I hope you're still finding these useful. Please do drop a like and subscribe. Thanks to all the comments I've been getting, and I will see you in the next one.